What's up, YouTube? Glenn Hernandez here with Fat Guy Fishing. Today's kind of a treat. We're going to be doing some unboxing. I got mystery tackle box here and lucky tackle box here. Now I know a lot of you guys probably used to seeing like Andrew Flair and Fluke Master and Lunkers TV. I know they probably do some of the unboxings for like the mystery tackle box. This is their Bass XL box. But since I'm up here in Cheyenne, Wyoming, and kind of the northern part of the country, we don't really have a whole lot of bass, so we kind of go with walleye, perch, trout. There's a lot of trout around here. So not only did I go for a Bass XL for the mystery tackle box, I went with a multi-species for lucky tackle box. So we're kind of open them up, kind of get an idea of what's in them, maybe do a little comparison here and just kind of see which one I like a little bit better. Anyway, so let's get to opening these things. Alright, first we'll start with the mystery tackle box. It's the Bass XL. Bam. Alright. Let's see. Look at these guys. All kinds of stuff. Alright, first, let me get the card here. Alright, so what's inside? We got a Yozuri shad. Let's see, let's pull these out here as we go. Alright, here we go. It's a Yozuri 3DB shad. Nice little shad, actually. That color would work pretty good, actually, out here. From the few bass that I've been catching. Not too bad. 3D prism. It's got a little flash, wave motion. Belly, nice. Pretty cool. Made in Japan. Here we go, 2 to 3/4 inch, 3/8 ounce. And this one is called, what color is this? Let me see if I can get a color here. Alright, no, I don't have any kind of, I don't know, it's just a R1104 pish, whatever that is. Anyway, pretty cool. Like I said, it looks like a little crankbait. Oh, it's got the nice longer tongue, so it looks like it's a little more deep water. So I'll have to give that one a try probably when I'm out on the side of the lake. This one retails for $9.99, so pretty cool, not bad. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, here we go. A little Travado dynamic. Bam! Look at that bad boy. Another little crank. Looks like a smaller tongue, so probably a little bit shallower water. Let's see, it's a 4-inch suspended action, 5/8 ounce. Yep, and a dive depth to about 3 to 5 feet. So yeah, a little bit shallower. I don't know if you can see. Let me pull this out here. This thing's actually kind of cool here. Let me see this. This probably would even work for the walleye fishing out here, which would be neat. Yeah, check this out. Bam, look at that. And I don't know if you can see it, but it's got, let me see here. Yeah, rattles. Got some rattles in there. Pretty neat. Ooh, sharp hooks. There you go. Not bad. Nice little length. Not bad. Alright, let's see what else we got here. Alright, so this one here is called Hollow Foil Gold. Not bad. Pretty neat. This guy right here, $8.95. Not bad. I like it. Alright, let's see what we got. Here we go. Bam. Oh, nice. Some of my favorite ones. Rapala, the floating. Little crankbait. Let's see. This one is the Bleeding Hot Olive. Little split right there. Split body. Pretty neat. This actually probably be another good color for bass as well as walleye. But interesting. Nice. I like it. A little chartreuse color in there. Some bright orange strip on the bottom and some nicer kind of golder flake on the top. Pretty neat. Not bad. Probably about $8.49 here. Yep. Yeah, about $8.49. Alright. Let's see. We got, ooh. Where's that? Ooh. The Sitka Yukon spoons. Look at that. They're pretty neat. Supposed to glow too. Let me see. It says right there. Glows. Bam. Not bad. Little pair of spoons. This probably worked really well actually. Walleye, perch, trout, bass, and more. So not bad. A little multi-species going on here. Pretty neat. Those are nice. I'd use those pretty easily. And those are $6.99. Then we got, let's see, what we got? Ooh, fishing physics. Ooh, fishing physics. Oh man, these are submerged in some kind of like scented water here. Food 12-hour scent release. Wow. Hydrogel, not plastic, not silicone, not rubber. Keep hydrated and stored individually. In fishing physics scent soak solution for repeated uses. So there's liquid in this package, so you can keep them soaked in there, so you keep getting that scent. Genius Bait and Genius Bait scents contain no oil. All water-based scent that stays in the water and does not float to the surface. Nice. So not only is it, you can keep them nice and scent and keep dipping it and using the oil, but at the same time, or sorry, not oil, but the scent. At the same time, you don't have to worry about kind of polluting the water, which is cool. Nice, not bad. These guys are $5.99, so pretty neat. I like them. Definitely throw those out there. And then we got the Soko baits. Guys, they're called large fries, and a little green and black flake here. Pretty neat. I like them. Pretty neat looking. Not bad. Probably do a little jigging. Probably swim through, a little cranking. Not bad. Pretty neat. A little $4 pack. A little packet. You get 1, 2, 3, 4. Pretty neat. And then of course they always throw in your awesome Mystery Tackle Box Pro sticker. And then we have the magazine. Bam. Pretty neat. I like it. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Bam, look at that. Contests. You can get in on the contests and stuff like that. Different types of moon phases. There's a lot of good reading, fishing tips in this guy, so I definitely recommend reading this if you can. And then of course they send you your scratch sticker. So you scratch off the front to reveal all 6 symbols. If your card has 3 identical symbols, you've matched the hatch, and you win the prize shown. So that's pretty cool. Kind of like a little lottery at the same time. But not bad. That's it. That's nothing. That's pretty much that's in there. And of course, like I said, they give you a whole list of what's in there and the prices. So pretty cool. Not bad. There's plenty of good stuff in here. I do like it, especially for the bass one. And then of course they threw in a couple of other things. I mean, nice thing out here is walleye kind of like what bass like too. So we can definitely use these for walleye. And these guys probably for anything really, trout, perch. These treble hooks are, they're definitely, yeah, they're still small enough. Catch some of the larger trout, you know, so maybe some of the larger perch. But still, not bad, pretty cool. Whoop, losing one. And then, get out of there. Let me close that back up before people get hurt here. This one's really neat. I definitely want to try this one out to see how it does. That bright kind of yellowish gold, you know, it's got, I don't know if you can see it, it's got a lot of, like, kind of a rainbow swirl pattern in there. Really cool. Definitely want to try this out and see how we do with this one. I have a lot of good feeling about this guy right here, so can't wait to try that out in the water. And I should have some more fishing videos up. I'm sorry I didn't have them up this weekend. Unfortunately, we had some kind of family issues, a couple of friend issues. Nothing crazy. Definitely got them all resolved. We're all good now. But I didn't have time to actually go out and do some fishing videos. So I'm hoping to have that done again this weekend. Like I said, should be pretty fun. Anyway, so that's the Mystery Tackle Box. Not bad. Pretty awesome. I like it. I believe this Pro one's $23.95 or $24, roughly a month. Pretty cool. So that's that one. Okay, let's put this out there. Switch them out. Then we got the Lucky Tackle Box. Bam. Look at that. We're going to open this up. Look at this. Bam. Let's see. Hasn't even been opened yet. So let's see what we got here. Lucky Tackle Box. Now remember, this is the multi-species one. It's not just bass. Like I said, there's a lot of different other fish out here that we fish for. Walleye being one of the biggest ones. We do have a lot of walleye tournaments. Don't get me wrong, there is some bass in some of the lakes out here. But out here, people more or less fish for trout and bass. So we're going to open this up, see what we got in this one. Alright, cool thing. Kind of the same concept. Lucky Tackle Box. Gives you all these different ones in here, the prices. Got your little pamphlet card, gives you all the information. Of course, get lucky stickers. Bam, Lucky Tackle Box. Pretty neat. That's pretty cool. All right, so let's see what we got here. Ooh, I'm kind of looking forward to this one. This will be interesting. All right, let's see. What do we got? Biwa. Ah, S Trout, 5.5 inch. Price is $25.99. Wow. That is insane. Capture Life clone technology, 1 ounce. Let's see, rate free fall 10 inches per second. Wow, that is pretty cool. Man, I gotta take this out. Hold on, let me see this. This is neat. I mean, this must be like one of that mystery ones that you got in there. Look at this thing. This thing is freaking cool. Oh, it's got a rubber tail. Look at that. And it looks like a little rainbow. Man, that is cool. That is awesome. Little fish there. Bam, look at that guy. Woo, look at these trebles, man. Nice. Definitely nice and sharp. Very cool. I like that a lot. Man, that is definitely going to be a walleye throw for sure. Hopefully I have some more of those. I'll have some walleye videos hopefully up pretty soon. And then maybe even catfish. This thing's pretty cool. Dang, I can't wait to try that. That's going to be neat. Okay. Alright, so yeah, that's the Biwa Fishing Performance Strout 5.5 inch. That's cool. Retails for $25.99. That's probably the most expensive lure I got in my tackle box right now. So, pretty neat. Okay, so that's that one. Alright, let's see. We're going to go with this next one, which, let's see if we can find these again. Boy, where are you? Bam! Okay, here we go. Reaction Strike. Thin shad, 4-inch little minnow guys. Very neat. Kind of a grayish with silver flake. These are actually really good. These will be really nice, especially out here for the walleye. Bass too. Bass love these colors. But out here, walleye tend to like, I don't know why, out here, they do like the silver and kind of black look, that minnow. But that's pretty neat. Pretty cool. There's 4 in there. 10 thin shad, 4 count. Nice. Pretty neat. And this guy retails for about $5.79, so not too bad. Pretty cool. Let's see, what do we got here? We got... Ooh. Oh, here we go. Uh-oh, I think I'm missing one here. Alright, what do we got? Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am kind of missing one. Okay. Alright, so we got the Mizomos. Here you go, your soft plastic worms here. Not bad, pretty cool looking. Look kind of like the mealworms, or not mealworms, earthworms. Pretty neat, right there. They're hooks worms. There's 10 in there. About $3.75. They got that green and black kind of going for it, which is nice. Definitely some more colors that bass and walleye like out here. Pretty cool. Not bad. Let's see. We're gonna go with. They even gave me some mustad small hooks. Look like little beak hooks, size 4. Of course, bam. You need some of those for those guys. Pretty neat. Then of course we got my live target. Bam! Look at that. What is that? That's a frog? That's a frog. Oh man, that thing's cool as heck. Look at that. Bam! Live target frog popper. About $13.49 retail. That is cool as heck. Best new hard bait I cast. Oh, that was 2012. That was a couple of years ago, but still, that's pretty cool, man. That I can't wait to try that. That's got some really good colors in it. It's got kind of a black and red in there. Like I said, that black and silver is definitely a walleye and bass color out here. So that's cool. I like that. I'm gonna definitely try that one here pretty soon. I'll have a video with this one here. Some topwater frog, probably at the base again. If not, I might get out to Flaming Gorge. It's a little bit of a drive, but it'd still be cool because I want to try this one out. This one would be definitely worth trying. Oh, let's see. Here we go. We got the Storm. Bam! Look at that square sign. Another little crank. Oh, it's got a circuit that dives 3 feet. Self-tuning line tie. Oh, that's pretty neat. It's got like a little. It's got a square bill. Self-tuning line tie. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Bam. Definitely gonna try that one again too. It's got a pretty nice paint job on it. You can see that. Pretty neat. Definitely very cool. Alright, and then last but not least, we got the shaky tail rings in a purple, which I definitely want to try these. I'm a big fan of plastics. I don't know why. I get a lot of hits on plastics. I reel in a few with plastics. It's pretty cool. These are purple with like a pink and silver flake. Definitely all kinds of different things you can do with that. Texas rig, Carolina rig, everything you possibly think of. So yeah, definitely. And of course you get a subscription to their magazine too, which is pretty cool. And then it gives you all your different little baits in there. You know, you can check out. See all these different things in here. Pretty neat. Got you more frogs, more baits. Not bad. So all in all, pretty cool. It's kind of the same thing, man. Pretty neat. I like it. They give you a little magazine. You get a sticker. They give you kind of an information card. So pretty similar to the mystery tackle box. If I could choose one over the other, I would definitely kind of like the Lucky Tackle box a little bit nicer right now. But you never know. Mystery tackle box probably come out with something that I like even more. But the fact that they threw in, I mean, this little trout, whatever you want to call it, that's badass. That's a $25, $26 lure, and that, I mean, this box alone is $23 maybe, but they threw that's in there. That is awesome. That is what's going to catch me some walleye, some nice fat walleye. Yeah. Sweet, and then of course, like I said, plastics and hooks. Gotta have those guys. So overall, both pretty a lot of fun. Pretty neat. I like them both. Like I said, multi-species. They're Bass XL box. If I had to choose one over the other, right now I'm kind of liking this Lucky Tackle box. But like I said, Mystery Tackle box probably have some more too later. But hopefully, you know, you found some stuff you like on there. This is the July box, not the June box. These are July boxes. Hopefully I'll have the August boxes again. They ship them out on the 10th of every month, so hopefully we'll have them sometime around then. In the meantime, I hope you guys liked the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, subscribe. Like I said, this fishing channel is dedicated to all kinds of fishing, not just bass. I know not everybody can get bass. So I know there's guys that do walleye, there's perch, there's all kinds of fishing. Basically, the fish at the end of your rod is the fish that you like. Because I know I love fishing, and I hope you guys like fishing too. And it's obviously, you must, because you're watching my videos. But anywho, like I said, Lucky Tackle box is kind of my favorite right now. A little over the Mystery Tackle box. But both very good products. Go check out their websites. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Like the video. And remember, if your rod ain't bent, there ain't no fish on it. You guys have a good day.